Good evening. Welcome to the Man Cave. We're here today. Came home from work and this was waiting for me. I'm hoping it's my box from Thunderworks Games. Not too long ago, we got Stone Spine Architects. My wife has liked that game so much that when I was talking about regretting not getting the stuffy, she told me I could. And then when I was on their site, I noticed they were having a sale and everything lockup was only $60. So since that's the one game of theirs from the world of Ulos that I didn't have, my wife okayed it, and it should be the three things that are in here. I'm hoping. If I can get this open. Want to hand me that? He can't hand me anything. Nope. Well, it's secure, that's for sure. There we go. Oh, I got him. When I unboxed the Stone Spine Architect Kickstarter, I hadn't ordered this, and the game was so much fun, and this guy looks so cute, and then it said how big he was, and I was like, oh my goodness, we have to get one. And my wife agreed, so here he is. He'll look great on my shelf. All right, so that's from the Stone Spine Architect set. I think it's the first stuffy that the Thunderworks game has done, and it looks amazing. I'm really impressed. All right, then we have my lockup stuff. Now this game has been on my radar for a very long time. Oh, also on sale right now, a Thunderworks game. I was able to get a playmat for Goblin Vaults, which is another game from this world. It's a game in Colbuck Prison, which is where this game is set. The inmates play a game called Goblin Vaults, and so it's a meta idea. And for those of you who've been watching the channel, you know I like meta games. It's a game from inside a game, and I was like, that's really cool, so I had to get it. So that is on my shelf back there, and now I have a mat to go with it. I'm very happy. So let's unbox this. So I got the all-included, the all-in gameplay stuff. So I got the plastic pieces that are the upgrade that they do for the base game. I got the expansion, and then this is a mini expansion that they sell on their site as well. So this is everything lockup all at once. And for the deal, it was only $60. I was like, I could not resist. It had to be good, so I did it. So now we have. So this is. Let's see what we have here. We have Mastermind. We have Double Agent. We have Refined Tastes. We've got the Vault at the Dungeon Poetry. We've got the Fitness Manual, the Friends in Low Places card, and the Swindlers and Con Artists. So each one, these are all pieces for the game that get added in. And like I said, I haven't played this game yet. I just knew that it was a Thunderworks game, and that was enough for me. Worker placement is not something that I have a lot of, but it's something that I'm willing to try, especially because I trust the company. I think that they're amazing. When they first did Roll Player, the big box version was one of the very first things that I got in on. So that was almost my introduction to Kickstarter, was to go through. He was like my first or second, and so I trust Keith. I trust the products that he puts out. His customer service is amazing. It's just a really good company who knows what gamers want, what gamers need, and respects them, I feel. So, and no, this is not sponsored by them in any way. That's how I really feel. So this is Lockup. Lockup is made. It's It's a 90-minute game for 1 to 5 players, ages 14 and up. What I love most about this company is they take seriously solo gaming. Everything is made to be from that. Their first big thing was role player, which is when you create a character and that's your game. So this is a role player tale. Most things from that world are subheaded that. And this says, when King Torrhen's loyal soldiers put down the Drugal invasion of Nalos, they threw the captured minions into Kulbeck prison. There where the enchanted gates and ruthless construct guards make escape all but impossible. Once every year, the king releases the toughest gang of prisoners into the Royal Colosseum. So you play as a squad of minions, either gnolls, kobolds, bugbears, goblins, or insectoids. They were captured on the battlefield and locked up in Kulbeck, but in 6 short weeks, King Torrhen will visit the prison, and he might give you the chance to fight for your freedom. Can you build a reputation and establish yourself as the leader of the prison's most powerful crew? So that's the premise of the game. Let's see how the box, or let's see what it looks like inside. I love the smell of a new game. So here's our rule book. Our rule book is, it's nice and large size, no small print here, which is good. Look at this. It's got great art. It's got examples of what you're doing. And it's got art that features game pieces, plus it goes into some of the art for the background. Thunderworks always does an incredible job. The rule book here comes in at 19 pages. It's got the solitary mode, changes how you can change, it talks about how you can change difficulty levels. That's pretty incredible. And then on the back, you've got a gameplay reference. So it's sitting right there. You just, instead of having to look up everything, it's right there on the back. I like that. Okay, so here's our lock-up punch boards. We've got 1 for each crew, and then the 6 pieces. That's what these plastic pieces will replace, are these little things right here. So we've got gnolls, goblins, kobolds, bugbears, insectoids, and the guards. So I don't know if that's a playable faction or if that's for the single play. Like I said, I haven't read the rules yet. And we've got the pieces that'll go into the back of the board. We've got the board itself, which again, beautiful artwork. And it's customized so that one side is for, this one is for 1 or 2 players right here. And then by flipping the board over, we find the multiplayer side. This is 3 to 5. So the board folds up nice and easily. It looks pretty solid, no warping. That's nice. So here's our game pieces. That we've got plenty of tokens here. We've got these represent the resources to build things within the game. I believe it's, well, I don't know what they are really, but I've seen plenty of playthroughs on how this works to know that that's the pieces that you acquire as you go through. One of these is a first player token. Not sure what the other horn represents. And then, of course, you've got the colors to go around for your building reputation on the outside of the board. You go around the outside. So that's all very cool. And then we have our cards. We've got endgame cards. We've got... Oh, so the backs are all different here. And as you can see, that matches some of the backs that we had here in the mini booster pack here. So I'm sure that that's what these cards will all be. There'll be some of each of those, and then these are the books that go in the library. And this must be the back for the guard cards. Sorry, we had a minor glitch there where we had to pause and take care of life stuff. So it's saying this, the back for this looks like they are guard cards. Looks like, I'm not sure if those are something that would be used in the solo play or if it's a piece of the regular game. I'll open up the cards later and find out. And then I definitely want to do, because this is a solo mode, I'll probably do a run through on the game as we're learning to play it. So that'll come at a later time though. See what else we have here. We have markers, really pretty ones. Not sure what they're for. And then these, I believe, are the suspicion tokens, which is something that marks the end of a game. As you collect suspicion as you go through the game, and then whoever has the most at a certain point when a raid happens, they lose status up here. That's the only part, that's the main part of the game that I know. And then we have these little things right here. These are the boards that you actually slide these in, and they hold your pieces kind of like a Scrabble board. And then when you're doing the worker placement part and you're putting them on the board, most of them are up there with face up, and some are there face down, so people don't exactly know what you're doing. So you're trying to do a betting thing. So, like I said, I'll explain that more when we actually get the game up and running. So that's the base box. Let me move some of this stuff back over here. Okay, that's our base box. And then these pieces are probably out there too. There we go. Then we have the breakout expansion. So this one says the lock up breakout expansion. Everyone Calbeck has heard rumor secret passages that run beneath the prison. Ages ago, the catacombs carved into these mountains were used to house fallen heroes. Queen Grimnax built a prison over this sacred site during the Great War, enclosing the ghosts and their treasures beyond its walls. So this gives you a new board, I believe, that you add next to the original, I believe. That's how this one works. Here's your rule book. It's again, as you can see, they don't skimp on the word. I love how it's not all tiny writing. You can tell he writes for old men. And this old man definitely appreciates it. Let's see. This one is 11 pages long. And then again, it has the special effect icons on the back for a quick reference. I love that. So here we have our tiles for this one. Looks like there's a new person for each faction. Here's our new board. It gets placed next to the other board. This way. So you have the entrance to the catacombs, you go all the way through, and then of course you have an escape. So this one I think is done more like a race, where you're all trying to get to be the first ones out or have somebody get out. Wow, these markers are really nice looking. Then we have more cards for the game, and then, new very cool looking tokens for the game. So, like I said, we'll try the base game a couple of times first, and once we have that figured out, then we'll add in the expansion, and we'll do all of this on film so that we can play everything. I do want to mention one more time how great I think Thunderworks Games is. When I ordered this, I actually got online. My wife was like, "Oh yeah, we like the little stuffy guy. I think his name is Hort Gully. Order him." So I ordered him, and then I told her about the sale, and she's like, "It's on sale?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "You've been watching that game for a while?" I said, "Yes, hon." And she said, "You know what? I think you should go ahead and buy it." So we went back in, we ordered the expansion, or this all-in box, and so it was a separate order. But because it was on the same day, Thunderworks caught that I had done 2 orders on the same day, refunded me my shipping cost for one of the packages, and then put it all together. That's real customer service, and I appreciate it. I very much like these guys. So, never having played the game, I can't tell you it's fun, but like I said before, I have faith in Thunderworks Games. Everything that they have produced for me has been amazing. I think that the quality of the pieces is excellent. The production value on these alone is worth the money that I just paid. And I got this mat for $10, and it's going to make the game that much easier because everything's got a place. So, and I already love this game. I've played it multiple times. It's going to be featured on our Small Box Big Fun sometime later this month. So, again, thank you, Thunderworks. You guys get a big thumb up from here in the Band Cave. We appreciate everything that you guys do. Have a good evening, everybody.